Hello everyone and welcome to Smoky 957 Gaming and episode 6 of my Enclave Reformers playthrough. Now if you have been watching this series so far, you would have noticed, especially over the past 2 episodes, that I made some mistakes here in the first 10 minutes or so of episode 1 that have meant that I'm not playing the proper Reformer playthrough. Even after my last episode, number 5, the dev told himself that I'd chosen a bit of a darker path as a Reformer. Now, I was okay with that. I was happy to carry on, and I know I would have made a success of even a darker Reformer or Enclave Reformers, because as much as I want to show people in my videos how I get things right, more importantly, it's people see what I do wrong so they don't make the same mistakes themselves. So I was happy to carry on, but then I thought to myself, hold on, what if someone out there really wants to create the United States and not an American state? What will they do? So I decided to reload the save I made after the war of the NCR, and instead of taking the segregation route, I instead chose to expand the definition of human. And even though the knock ahead to political power was quite heavy, I didn't have any other negative effects. I was expecting maybe some kind of revolution or change in government or power or something like that. None of that really happened. The only thing I did miss out on is I failed the decision for prioritize civilian relief, unfortunately, as I lost 100 political power. But other than that, there weren't any negative effects. So I decided to carry on to show people that it is actually possible to do both. So the main differences between going the American state route or trying to fix your mistakes and going for the United States is I didn't change my press laws. That didn't come up. I did get 2 new decisions. Let me do this along the way. I did get 2 new decisions: awakening the giant and ban the free press. Because obviously now I'm pushing for the people faction so that I can get Hayes to form the United States. So I'll have a look at that before I get started. Also, I had no assassination, so I still have Major General Grimm. He did not get assassinated. And then, because I was pushing for the people, instead of doing New Order and martial law, I took the route to recreate the FBI mainly for the people popularity. Getting rid of the barons and all that was simpler using the New Order route. But I thought, no, I'm making the United States, let me make the FBI as well. One thing it did cost me though is that these 2 focuses here are actually each 10 days longer than the IBOT and indefinite laws. So what that did cost me is I am a full focus behind. When I ended episode 5, I completed Incorporate the NCR Army, and I was ready to take another focus. Now I am at 0, so it cost me a whole 20 days. So that's one thing to take note of. Apart from that, everything else went pretty much the damn same. So let me carry on now. First of all, awakening the giant. Sleeping Giant. Okay, please pause and read this if you would like. Okay. I'm going to go for the political power. Alright. Okay, and then one decision I got after finishing the NCR leadership was in episode 5, I just had disintegrate NCR leaders. I can't remember what the other one was. So now I have a choice to integrate them or disintegrate them. I am still going to go for disintegrating because I want that political power to do things. Okay, so disintegrate NCR leadership, done. I've taken that Awakening the Giant. Now before I get started, I want to get rid of Disorganized Army and at least take a Volunteer Army. I want to move up to limited conscription, but I need some more war support. So we can do that just now when we get the chance. So let's carry on with incorporate the NCR Army so we can remove the reluctance to serve. Okay, pulse code modulation is done, so I'm going to do the last of the radar upgrades. And now I see the Awakening Giant is available again. Not so don't know if this is supposed to be a once-off or a repeating one. I'm going to take it one more time, see what happens. It is exactly the same, yes. Exactly the same. Okay, I've got to say, okay, I'm going to turn this off because this is a bit OP. For the cost of 10 political power, I can get 76. So I think at this time, I'm going to go with the stability. Yeah, it's got political power again, it's more useful. Okay, multi-deck construction is done, so let me get my first of the heavy ships. Alright, combined arms finished. To get the last of the refined warfare, Champions of Virtue. Okay, refined tools is finished. Before I choose my next research, I have not been able to change the template for the two Brotherhood divisions that I received, even though they have less troops in them. So I am merely going to change their template to something that is frankly exactly the same as my standard Enclave template and save it as that. Alright, so that's refined tools done. I want to get bricks for the reconstruction speed when I do get factories back, but also get me one step closer to able to up my resource efficiency. More dockyards, now 35 dockyards. So I'm going to do start building my navy, that's not going to be a problem. And let's put another one on there, salvage motorcycles. Oh, okay. And then let's put one more on tanks. Good. Okay, Arcane Gannon has still decided to leave the Enclave and incorporate the NCR army is done. Now this has removed the nasty debuff to manpower, supply consumption, especially in the big one, 20% war support. So that's gone. The next thing I want to focus on for my debuffs is Collapsed Government. So it's going to be my next focus. So for that I need to go down, I'm going to go down the 3 elections. If I was staying to go for the American state, I would have done this chain ending in suspend elections for the ruler boost as well as the martial law boost. But since I am going for people, I'm going to go for the free election line over here. And now that that is up higher, I can now get my limited conscription. Next one I want to actually go for, I can actually get it now. Okay, quality power on the teams. Okay, we have some traders from Hawaii. Okay, because currently with collapsed governments I am making no political power, I'm going to get some for, what, that's 800 caps. Good investment. Okay, fate of our democracy is done. This is another one where penis chooses the next chain. So I'm going to go for time for elections. Empower Congress. Change party popularity 10%. One step closer. Oh, I can actually get Vice President Haynes, so we'll do that. Okay. Then we get Voting Rights Act to go from collapsed government to unstable government. That's annoying. And decision time. Okay, now you do need Hayes to go to United States. I'll be taking her. Again, if I stay in American States, I would have still gone with Sergeant Doran, but I need to take Hayes here, so that's what it is. And more stability, more popularity for the people, so God bless America. Okay, my new laser rifles are completed. So let me take next night vision. Yes, I'm checking this because right now I am thinking of producing both laser and common weaponry. I've got such an industry, why the hell not? But for now, the shortest is night vision devices. Let's make better lasers. See, I really need 100 short on scrap metal. Okay, Congress holds session. So democracy is in action. Daily compliance gain, that is very good. And taking the Voting Rights Act will also, apart from half my government, will also now remove the Brahmin Barons established order with 11 days to spare, so that is nice. So I will finish off now by getting free elections to completely remove any government problems I might have. I have another regiment infantry, so he can go here to 3rd Corps. Yes. Where am I having a problem? Fighting, weaponry, and vehicles. So let's add on another 5 onto the motorcycles, and so have more than enough power armor, and now sitting on over 37,000 recruitable manpower. I'm going to add support power armor to my infantry. Okay, trireme is finished. Let me go straight onto the brig. Something interesting has happened is Eureka had declared war on the Shi, which obviously means let's have a quick look. Yes, they are going for Granite Company, but then a week or so later, Troll Warren is now also declared on Eureka. So this is going to be quite interesting. Let me just set everybody to train since they've been updated slightly. Okay, my improved radar is done, so I'm actually now going to use that slot to start training, researching some modules for my ships. Okay, rocket launchers are completed. Let me start researching incinerators and start producing my new rocket launchers. Okay, free elections is finished. It's all updated again. Okay. So now that is my government completely sorted out. So next I want to revive the Federal Reserve, specifically to move off collapsed economy. I need to revive the Federal Reserve. So let's do that, and that will be one of the last steps to creating the United States. Okay, Naval specific manufacturing is done. Let me start off with weapon mount production. Ooh, Brahmin barons and voltage resistant suffrage. Okay. Okay. They want to start nonsense. You're terrible people. Ah, okay. Let me explain why that's illegal. Okay, new economic policy. Ban the NCR dollar. Allow for orderly conversion. Okay, both fixes my currency and my wages. Worthless currency was what was giving me negative income, and worthless wages was actually giving me major debuffs to my army as it is. You know what? I'm going to go for ban NCR dollar. Only for the 5% consumer good factories. So let me do that. I'm not going to carry on with this right now. Instead, my objective is to re-establish the United States this episode. So for that I need to do Americans one and all. So I'm actually going to carry on with these 3 integration ones. They will give me some debuffs in the beginning, but they will all be taken away when we get Americans one and all. Also, you might notice that the Eureka is not doing so well against the Shi here. And since I have a war goal for the Shi, I'm just doing a bit of a preemptive setup against them. Okay, bricks is finished, so let me get electrical extraction, get more resources. And something I didn't do once the focus was done is I didn't do change my collapsed economy, so we all went back to war economy. And since I have enough, I also want to get this naval designer. Okay, weapon mount production is done. Let me now do the communication and detection training one. Okay, the brig is finished, so let me go on to battle barge. Decision I have here is hold another committee for some more army XP, and I've just decided to add some power armor also onto my light special forces, which for some people is still bone of contention. I think it's fun to have. And as for my economy now, I've gone from having 0 all the way up to 102. So we are now constructing a whole bunch of civilian power grids to core my territories. Okay, let's integrate the officers done. I'm going to do integrate politicians next. Okay, that's detection and communication training done. We start on some weapon modules and some factories. What are we having a problem with? Still motorcycles. Okay, what problems here? That's because I don't have enough captive train. That's okay, that will go up along the way. Just let me get a full stack. There we go. Okay, integrate politicians is done. Let's do my last integration of these scientists. And let me, what do we have here? 2 infantry. So yes, okay. 1 and 1. There we are. Okay, that's Champions of Virtue completed. So now I actually want to start on some bombers. Let's do bomb gliders. And I have areas to core. So let me do that. Okay, integrate the scientists is done. So let me do Americans one and all. Okay, that's incinerator finished. I've already done level 4 for that, so let me carry on with lightweight metal for my fire teams. Start producing my incinerators, and then the decision I have here is a whole bunch of restore stuff. I am instead going to, okay, I don't need that anymore, I don't think. Don't have any resistance problems. Let me invest some stimulus into the boneyard. And night vision devices are done. So next we have, let's get the Enclave Special Forces kit. Okay, American one and all is completed. I'll take care of the payload gliders soon. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss the American Independence Day by a little bit, but no biggie. Now it is time to do a nation reborn. And I have a decision for reclaim the Declaration of Independence. That is cool. There we go. Immediate. Alright. We'll come back when we remount the West. 5% war support or 5% legitimacy. I got more than enough manpower, 63,000. So I'm going to go for the legitimacy. And then payload gliders is done. I hate these use once only ones, so let's do R-plane bomber. As you can see here, Eureka's not doing so well against the Shi. Okay, coach guns is completed. Let me do recall compensated studies. A rudimentarious defects. Oh wow. Oh cool. Ulysses becomes a unit leader. Thank you. And we got some rats. Before that, what do we have here? Some more infantry. Okay, so that is going to be the creation of 5th Corps. So there, it's a bit darker. And the 5th Corps will be led by Ulysses. Hello, join the team. Okay, so we have a nation reborn, the United States. Okay, so God bless the USA. Back up to 100%. Return the United States dollar. Okay, some other countries are taking the US dollar as well. That's nice to see. Decisions. Got some more places to call. And now as for focus, I would like to do tomorrow's victors. And as you can see here, the Shi has won the war against the Eureka. Troll Warren took what was Arroyo here. Now I'm going to take advantage of my war goal, and to war we go against the Shi. Okay, that was quite a nice one to get right now for the attack. I will need to get more sophisticated tech, so let me go for Chamber of Commerce. Oh, wow, another very quick war against the Shi. That's fantastic. So I'm going to take everything. Welcome to the United States. I'm going to set up my army once again. Tucson is an ally, if I remember correctly. Yep, let's see this legion. And let's get some factories onto incinerators. And start building some civilian power grids. Launch codes can detected. Alright, okay. Wait, that probably won't work in Ashton. Okay. Okay, Chamber of Commerce is done. I want to go construction tech and send out some power. Okay, our plate bomber is done. Let me carry on with lightweight metals and start production of those bombers. That there. Now I am getting a bit of resistance here, so I have actually moved 2 operatives into this Eureka area. But since I have more than enough people, I am actually going to up my caravans to wasteland pacification. That should take care of business quite quickly. Okay, that's Department of Energy done, so I've got sophisticated construction tech. Next I want to get the sophisticated electronics tech. Okay, the long range optics is done. Now this is where you need to start being a bit more careful about what you research for ships. What I advise is taking a look. Now most of them need the command slot, the detection, and then depending on what ship you have, what modules you get. So light ships, point defense and light weapons. Longboat, medium ships the same except medium weapons as well, and heavy ships, heavy weapons. So if you're only going up to medium ships, don't research heavy weapons. You are frankly wasting your time. Now I have 8 days, so I'm not going to start researching anything just yet, so I can have a bit of a bonus into my research tech. Okay, lighting up the night is finished. Not a big fan of impulse technology, but I am a fan of sophisticated tech. But instead what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to take a break from there, and I'm going to do reform the general staff. Currently has no effect. I was hoping to get one, but it is what it is. I'm going to start research into my advanced circuitry. And what troops do we have here? More infantry. Go there. Enclave Special Forces kit is done. So next on the list we have mechanized training. Let me start making them. There we are. And I seem short on factories, so let me just go down a few here. This is because I went up in my occupation law. Okay, still go down some more. Well, I lost probably about 100. That's okay, we'll get them all back very quickly. Okay, America's capital. Alright. Whose capital? Shady Sands. Rule from Naval. I like the challenge. Okay, and you really don't have to do it until we free Washington. Hold on, is that... That's Capitol Hill. Okay. That's East Coast, that's there. Let me move to Shady Sands, I think, instead. Okay, lightweight mantle is done. I'm going to carry on with vital point targeting. And I've been forgetting to do it. I want to add some more perks onto my special forces. And for those who have not seen it yet, let me show how I set up my squadrons. So let's go for, okay. Use that one. I don't know why it's different. Go away. There we go. Okay. So they'll just be doing air superiority for 5th Corps. And I set them for normal operations so the squadron doesn't get destroyed. Okay, reform general staff is done. I'm going to move on to specialist training. I want to go down to power integration. It's the last focus I have that will increase my special forces cap multiplier. And now that's that done, let me change my loyal officers. I want to get rid of the intellectual support and get chiefs of staff. Okay, advanced tools is done. I'm going to move on to cement and concrete for the building speed. Okay, specialist training is done. I actually wanted to see something quickly. Okay, these two focuses are still available, which is pretty nice. Let me get power on armor integration. And I said I have never in all my thousands of, or yeah, 1,000 hours seen the sleepers do this. Okay, finally my power armor has brought something back. Not really need it, but it's okay. Okay, power armor integration is finished. I'm going to leave this focus tree option open for now. Got some more infantry, and I've decided to, even though there's some very nice unique designers here, for me I believe the Victory Flyers is the best bet, so I'm going to be taking that. And with all said and done, so this is the end of my episode. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for watching me create the United States of America, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.